Hello and welcome to the Beverage Podcast, episode 25. I still don't have like a tagline yet.
Like an opening?
I just say hello and then we start.
There it is.
Today I am still without Marcus. He just had his baby.
Oh,
Marcus Witter is usually who I do this with, and he just had his child. Natalie Ann, I think is her name.
Oh, that's nice.
On an April Fool's, I joked that because we had been doing Skype, and he was in the baby's room, and he had put the name on the wall, and I had seen it, and no one else had known except for me. Oh. So I did a joke where I was like, I said that situation, but instead of the actual name, I said her name was Schlurm.
Schlurm.
And they were all like, "Oh, why would you do that?" No, but yeah. So you can introduce yourself.
I'm Nick Harney. Just a fellow nerdy loving guy.
Nick is one of many guest hosts I'm most likely going to have. I'm a Nick late. I'm a week late because I couldn't find anyone last week, but we're still doing it.
Yeah. The show must go on.
Yep. So Nick, as every week, I ask my ghost.
Where's he at?
I ask my ghost. Please don't interrupt me. So if you hear any spooky noises in the background, that's my ghost.
Creaky doors.
Creaky doors, and anyone like saying scary things. I ask my guest. I just woke up. That's why I'm.
Oh, hey.
I also never speak, so.
I got 3 kids, so they get me up plenty early.
I asked my guests what they did this week, what they read, what they watched, what they listened to, all like nerdy or whatever.
Well, as always, I'm at Call of Duty. It's a big part of all my gaming. Trying to watch new animes to find something new that I want to watch, but I don't like getting invested in something and then finding out it's a piece of crap. So, I watched Soul Eater, and it was fantastic. And then she got something, I can't even remember the name. She started some other anime, and it was just the worst. And she's like, watch like 5 episodes, and it gets good. It doesn't get good. It's just more waste of time.
Have you watched One Punch Man?
I have seen every episode. I loved it. Consecutive regular punches. I got my son Liam is huge into Pokemon and Dragon Ball Z, so we got him a bunch of. Oh, nice! Yeah, he's a huge Dragon Ball Z fan. Mm-hmm. He tells me things all the time, like corrects me. But he got him a bunch of Dragon Ball Z playing cards, so it's kind of a fun new thing we get to do.
You learn how to play?
No, he's more just this guy I know is stronger than this guy. Even if the card says different, he knows what's going on. So he's got it under wraps.
I used to collect those. I never learned how to play. I just collected them. Yeah. I liked how they had like their power levels on there. Like, that's cool.
Yeah, it's neat. We got them out at the thrift shop.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Yep.
Well, I've been rewatching watching for the first time all the Friday the 13th movies.
Oh.
I had never seen them all.
Really?
They are fun. Because I was interested. I heard that like 2, 3, and 4 all take place within like the same week.
Yeah.
And I thought that was interesting. Just lore-wise, so I figured I'd watch them. And he doesn't get his mask till the 3rd one.
Right.
But yeah, I think my favorite... Well, it's hard to say a favorite because they're all not great, but
that's why they're so good,
killing people.
Yeah.
It's just like there's like some plot lines up until a point, and it was like, let's drop all these. These people are gonna die.
They ran out of screenwriting time. They're like, just start making out.
And some of them are all like interesting plot lines, and it's just like, oh, don't matter, you're dead.
I've seen them all, but I think I saw them really out of order. Mm-hmm. So it'd be cool to go back and watch through.
I don't remember which one it is, but there's a character called Shelly, and he is really fat. He has big curly hair. And
really?
They're like going to this cabin, they get him a date, and she's not happy about it.
Spoilers.
And he keeps pretending that he's dead. That's like his thing. He they opened up a closet and he had like this fake axe in his head, and they're like, "Oh my God, he's dead!"
So he's the classic prankster.
Yeah, that's a classic joke. Yeah. Your friend is dead.
The one you just met and we hooked you up with.
And they're like, they all get mad at him. He's like, "Well, why is everybody mad at me? It was just a joke." No one was laughing at it except for you. That's the real.
Everybody else was very concerned.
And then later on, he tries to like ask this girl if she wants to hook up with him, and he's like, "I like you, but no, I don't want to do that." And then she leaves, and he calls her a bitch, and it's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, you're an unattractive fat guy who pretends you're dead as a joke.
Yeah.
And you just met this girl, and she's a bitch because she doesn't want to sleep with you."
Big bitch. I don't know. Those movies were fun because when they first started them, they had zero budget. Mm-hmm. They just went in with whatever they could do.
And then you get the Jason X.
Yes, and then oh my God. Dude, he's killing holograms, man. I don't know. They're okay. They're fun to watch. Good laughs sometimes. Mm-hmm. And then I remember back when I was little, I'd watch them. They're scary, man. But then Are You Afraid of the Dark used to be scary too.
Yeah. And I think the opening credits are the scariest part.
I just want a handful of
that. Like is that the one where they like go through and it's all, there's like,
oh yeah,
it's all really dark. It's like, that was scarier than the actual episode to me when I was little.
I got a bunch of VHSs and I watched one the other day and they were just, I don't know how anybody could possibly be scared of these things. But it was different. You hear about that new channel, that Splat? They're bringing back a bunch of old retro Nickelodeon shows.
Oh, I heard they were doing that, and I didn't remember what that was in.
I think they're making a new network, or it's going to be like a sub kind of...
Like Nicktoons?
Yeah, kind of like a sub like that, or they're going to do the route of like Hulu and such, which would be cool.
That's sort of where it's going.
That's where everything... You have the new PlayStation TV, you got the Apple TV, you got Mediacom, and all that's going to be... They're going to be obsolete here pretty soon.
Yep. What was I going to say? Oh, my favorite look for Jason, because this is his costume changes movie to movie.
Oh yeah.
I think my favorite one was 7, one with the psychic girl.
Oh my, yes.
But you could like see like his bones and like in his hands and like in his back. He looks, and his head wasn't too big. Like when you get to I think it's the final Friday, his head is like bigger than his actual mask, and it's like stuck to his face,
like bulging out. I think it's supposed to be the water bloat or something. It's still
that would make sense.
I like him just old and classic and just a hockey mask.
I didn't like Made Manhattan or like Jason Does Manhattan.
Oh yeah,
because I coined the term slimy Jason. He's just slimy.
Oh, he is too. He's like covered in Vaseline the whole movie.
And
what was?
I made like a list of plot inconsistencies in my notes. We're just gonna talk about. This is the Friday the 13th podcast.
Yeah, this has just happened.
We're kind of light on prompts this week, so. This is just some things that I just jotted down as I was going through. He's like, why is he a child in the first one, but in the second one he's huge? And then in number 5, Tommy Jarvis he's like the kid, the small child, Corey Feldman in that one, and then in the next one he is insane. And at the end of that one, it looks like he is the new Jason. He's going to kill that guy. And then in the next movie, he's fine.
No, it's cool. He got some counseling.
He didn't really kill that girl. It's fine.
Yeah.
He's just pulling a Shelly, and he was just going to scare her.
Come on, it's funny.
And then why in New Beginning, they say he is cremated, and then in 6, it's a plot line that Tommy is going to destroy his body. Then they changed the name of Crystal Lake to like Forest Hill something in 6, and then in 7 they go back to calling it Crystal Lake.
Camp Crystal Lake. They have to though.
There's like the whole name of the area is called Crystal Lake.
Yeah.
And then at the end of Made in Manhattan, I love that it's like every night at midnight the sewers are flooded with toxic waste. And it's just like, what?
Everybody's flushing their toilets at like the exact same time.
And then, like, Jason gets, like, flooded with it, and he turns back into a child for some reason.
Really? I don't think I've seen that one.
Yeah, at the end,
he
gets flooded with toxic waste, and then he's a child again. So, like, toxic waste is what turns him into Jason?
Jason, it starts all over again?
And then he's fine in the next one. The next one is he's bloated Jason.
What was the one where they were doing his autopsy, and the blood spurted in that dude's mouth, and then he was, like, controlled by...
That's 9.
9? Oh.
Final Friday.
The beginning of
That's where they want to have to send him to hell.
Yeah.
It's like transferring bodies. There's like a little demon inside of him.
It's so weird.
And then he goes to hell. And then I guess he gets out on good behavior because he's back for Jason X.
He's doing some extra credit and stuff. And got parole.
I was telling my friend Ross, Ross Bucket, about I was hoping that 9, because Jason Goes to Hell, is that he's in hell and it's the same movie, but they're around a lake of fire and a bunch of demons are on vacation.
They're like having fun. He's all mad again. They think it's just because nobody invites him to the parties.
Maybe.
I think they're like, we heard about Jason, we know he's here, but we're not going to invite him.
He's ugly, we don't want to deal with that. We're hot young teens.
Yeah. I heard his head got all bloated. I'm not calling him.
Nobody likes you. Alright, well, let's get into actual things.
Sounds good.
I'm just recording a podcast. There's people screaming in the other room.
Yeah, they're excited as we are in here.
Well, let's start with, there's some Spider-Man news.
Oh, that logo.
They had Spider-Man Homecoming is the name of the next movie. What'd you think of it?
It was better than the Tobey Maguire logo. Mm-hmm. I mean, that was basically the PS3 logo.
Sort of the
PS3 font.
The Sony PS3, yeah.
Yeah. So
they sort of used the same one for Amazing too.
Yeah, but it still even had a little of the.
They were going for like the Amazing Spider-Man logo look,
and now
with the curved.
Now they're trying like real hard with like the spray paint little Spider-Man logo.
I didn't like the Homecoming because it looked like they sort of clashed with like if it had like something that went with it, like a curve with it. But overall, I like the Spider-Man.
Yeah.
As a graphic designer, stuff like that bothers me.
It's got to be hard to try to make something new without making it too new, because then everybody's gonna hate it. We are a very hard audience to make happy, because we'll complain if something's too much like the cartoon, or if it's not enough like the cartoon, or
exactly.
And
it's just the era of just like nitpicking.
It is. We all have a voice now.
Internet anonymousness, just like I don't like this.
I don't know. I'm excited for it. Did you like the Amazing Spider-Man?
The movies?
Yeah.
I like the first one.
Yeah, when he like the cranes and stuff.
With the lizard.
Yeah. Yeah, it was cool. I thought
like
fighting in the school.
I didn't like 2.
I never saw 2.
I didn't like it. There's too much going on. They had like 10 plot lines going.
Really?
There's like him and Gwen had a thing, and him and Gwen, and Electro and Harry, and
oh jeez.
He's trying to figure out his backstory with his parents, which is like, oh yeah, I'm really interested in his parents.
Yeah, that's exactly. Go back to before you weren't Spider-Man. That's what we all want to see. Let's hear some Peter Parker backlore.
There's too much going on. Not enough that I cared about. And I didn't like the music for that one. It's like Electro had this weird dubstep theme.
Oh.
Yeah. But I liked the first one.
Yeah.
It's like the lizard wants to turn people into lizards. That's his thing.
They
nailed it.
They nailed it.
And I liked, there was like one scene where he came out of the sewers and he was like wearing his tattered lab coat.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah.
It quickly took.
And then he quickly got shot up. And ruined it.
No, they did a good job with that one. He hit the nerdy.
I didn't like the POV though.
Really? I thought it took me back to like kind of some of the frames in certain comic books where you'd have him like going around a corner and you're like POV. It was cool though. Yep. Some of it, he got the crap beat out of him, man. And he's still, because that's what Spider-Man is though. I've seen a spider. I've hit a spider and knocked like 8 of its legs off, and it was still with his mouth trying to crawl away. So they're strong little buggers.
Then we have Robert Downey Jr. joins the cast of Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Yeah.
Do you want Iron Man in your Spider-Man movie? I mean, he's just in. He's gonna be in Captain America.
I know.
Now he's gonna be in.
I just think his
Spider-Man.
contract. I think that he got like the best contract in the world.
His contract's up. He's going movie to movie now. The only movies he has to do now is Infinity War.
Really?
Mm-hmm. So he signed a new thing for.
Is he really Iron Man? Is he so acts like a fucking playboy and acts everything he does?
Because he doesn't do any other movies.
No. For a long time. Do you know he was on SNL?
He was?
Yeah.
Like as a host or like
as a cast member.
Huh.
It was in the weird. I think it was Chris Rock times. Don't quote me, but he was in.
Quote him.
It was SNL though for sure, because it kind of blew my mind too. I was like, what?
That's crazy.
Because he's kind of like Jason Statham. If he's in a movie, he's playing himself. Mm-hmm. He doesn't put much acting into what he does.
I just heard this the other week, and I sort of agree with it. It's like there aren't really movie stars anymore. Because there aren't really any stars that are like selling movies like they used to.
Chris Pratt.
And the only way the only big movies are like superhero movies. That's why everyone's trying to get into, because if you get into it like a franchise, then you will get other work.
Yeah, you're guaranteed.
There aren't really like stars anymore.
Yeah, I can see that, and everything's kind of one hit wonder.
That's why he's only doing Iron Man, because he can do more stuff with that, like charity wise and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, he seems like an alright guy. He doesn't do anything bad, like as a person. So whatever makes him happy, do what you're gonna do.
So do you, like I was saying, do you think Iron Man should be in like every Marvel movie now, or
no? No, I thought we had enough of him with the first 3 Iron Man, and then what he's doing in the Avengers and stuff. That would have been enough Iron Man for me. But now, because I think now it's just going to be a bleed over of everybody into everything, which is how it is, the Marvel Universe. It could be, or multiverse. It could be any number of whatever happens. But I'm tired of it.
I think if he's not in it a lot, I'd be okay.
Yeah, they kind of
as like a mentor thing, maybe.
Or call him in as the big guns.
If it was like a Falcon thing, like he was in Ant-Man.
Yeah.
I really like that. It felt like a comic book thing that like this random person would show up
to help
as a cameo. Cause that happens all the time. It's like guest star, the Falcon.
It does too. You see it on the cover.
Mm-hmm. So I like that, but I don't want Iron Man in all the movies.
Because he always brings his bag of Tony Stark with him, with his drinking,
that's
his
what
robots.
People like, though. And that's like, I can see why they would want him in there, because people like Iron Man. I mean, I like Iron Man, but funny. I don't want him in all of them. Yeah. And I'm fine with him in Civil War, because that's what Civil War is about.
Exactly.
Captain America versus Iron Man.
And have you seen it? Or is it even out yet?
It's not out yet.
Not even out yet.
I wish I've seen it.
I wish I was going to say yes. And we're going to ruin everybody's movie-going experience.
Spoiler alert. It's awful.
I saw
Superman flies in and snaps Captain America's neck. Laser beams.
Has a beer with Goku. That's gonna upset a bunch of people.
Yeah. I heard Michael Keaton was in talks for a role, but now he's not anymore.
Oh, really?
I think Robert Downey Jr. stole all of his money. All the money they were going to pay him, they gave Robert Downey Jr. So I heard there were a bunch of rumors about who he's going to play. Is he going to play the Vulture or Mysterio? Or they say it's going to be somebody new.
That's cool.
This one,
like somebody we haven't seen yet.
Mm-hmm.
That's fun.
So who would you want to see in Spider-Man? A villain that has him in there.
Mysterio's cool, man, with like his globe and such. But I don't know if you'd want to do that with go to that. He was cool because he could you could make the movie about anything, because he can change your mind. He was putting people in the cartoon. He was like taking people to different worlds where they were in school and they were popular, and then and all holograms and all that. It'd be cool to see him, but I think they should do usually 2 to 3 villains per movie. Is how I'd like to see it. And then one person we can keep around. Have you noticed in every single movie we have to kill off almost like he's dead, and then they're going to somebody new. I'd like to see a little bit of like how they did in Fantastic Four, how Dr. Doom kind of stuck around. Those movies were terrible, but I liked how they kept.
I remember liking the first one.
I do too, and
I don't like the second one though.
I saw them on FX, and they were just It was. They were cool when they came out because they were kind of like Spider-Man. They jumped the gun as quick as they could to make them. Mm-hmm. And it was all right. We were all happy with it.
Yeah. I think it'd be cool if they did Scorpion.
That would be cool.
You could bring Iron Man in through there because maybe they stole some technology from Stark Industries.
Yeah, there you go. That would be awesome. Make it so.
Instead of having more villains, now it's just gonna have more heroes. Just give you like, I'm Mysterio. Oh God, the Avengers are here. Just beat the crap out of them.
I like the storyline of how they never call the Avengers in until like they're absolutely not really like needed. Like there's a million other times we could have used the Avengers, but they never call them in. They're all doing something else.
Yeah. Or just start with the Sinister Six and just murder Spider-Man. Just pull up Batman vs Superman. Just kill Spider-Man in his first appearance.
There you go. I'm here. Everybody's getting, if you wear a mask now, also in a superhero movie, you're getting Deadpool eyes. I don't know if you've noticed that. Mm-hmm. And I'm okay with that.
This is more expression.
Yeah.
It's easier to express when you can see their eyes move.
That's what we're looking for anyways, as humans. But it's going to be all right. They haven't done us wrong, really.
Mm-hmm. I've heard good things about Civil War, so I'm super psyched about it.
It looks, I mean, they're just previews, but they look awesome.
Some people have already seen it, and they're like, it's good.
Yeah, that's cool.
Just more of a weight off my shoulders. Because the first time I see a movie like that, I'm just nervous the whole time. Just like, what are they going to do? How are they going to ruin this? And then it's over. I got like unclench. And
yeah.
Like, okay, now I can see it again and enjoy it.
Yeah. Just waiting for him to mess up. You got a stomach ache when you leave.
There's rumors that the next X-Men film is going to be the Dark Phoenix saga again. Because they sort of did that with X3 and they didn't really do a good job.
They just had her just obliterating everything. And she had a little more control in the comic and stuff.
In the comic, it's completely different. It's like a cosmic force controls her, and she's like overpowered.
You use her.
Instead, she's just herself in the movie. She was just that powerful.
It looked like they didn't have an ending for that movie, because I was watching that, looking up this stuff the other day, and it didn't look good whenever they were doing it. It looked like it was very rushed and put together. Mm-hmm. There wasn't much plot with it, or
because they had to switch directors during that.
Did they really?
Mm-hmm. Bryan Singer wanted to do Superman Returns.
Oh,
so
good
they
choices.
got Brett Ratner.
Good choices.
And I think he already had some pre-production done, and that's never good because directors want to do it their way, and if you come in and it's like already have stuff set up that you don't like that stuff, it's like kind of messes it up.
It does,
and it did.
Yeah, I can. Now that you said that, I can kind of see how the movie was shot.
But
she is, as a villain, hero, whatever you want to call her, she's awesome.
Mm-hmm. It's like the definitive X-Men story. It's like Dark Phoenix Saga. But wait, do we need to do it again? Does Jean Grey always have to die? She just stick around and have some characterization.
Yeah, just let her.
We just got her back in this movie. We're getting Jean Grey back, and then it's like,
kill her.
Nope, get that bitch out of here.
It's like, what? They liked her? She's dead.
Kill her. She's fucking dead.
So everybody's working with The Walking Dead now. That's the new premise. Mm-hmm. If you like a character, we're killing it.
Yeah.
How do you feel about bringing her back if she does come as Dark Phoenix?
I mean, there's other plot lines. We haven't seen Mr. Sinister. We haven't seen Mr. Sinister. We haven't seen any, I'd like to see more Sentinels. I don't want one. I would like to see a big Sentinel.
Yeah, that'd be cool. We can do it. We got Optimus Primes walking all over the place. They can make a couple of them.
Maybe the Mutant Massacre is Mr. Sinister's big storyline where he sends a bunch of mutants like Sabretooth and a bunch of other, they're called the Marauders, and then there's these mutants that live in the sewers, and they send them in there to just kill them all. And that's when Angel loses her wings because I think Sabretooth just pins him to the walls by his wings in the sewers, and they get infected and they have to amputate him.
Oh, Jesus.
And then that's when Apocalypse is like, yo, I'll give you some new wings. Bling, bling. And he gives him the metal ones.
I have what you need.
And that would be a fun storyline. That's fun.
Right there. You just wrote, you just
random
did their...
people getting killed in the sewers. That's all you need.
It's what you want anyways.
I've read your fanfic. I love to see Sauron. Pterodactyl Man.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
That'd be weird, but I'd love to see it.
Quick cameo even with him. That'd be fun. Yeah, we don't get into the... We're getting only like the super popular mutants. Mm-hmm. They're going to start running out of ideas, and I'm excited for the
we haven't been in space at all yet.
No, exactly. And
the Landra and the Shi'ar and the Macron Crystal, and I'd love to see that. That'd be a total change of pace, and I think that's something we need to refresh it.
Especially with those, because God, man, I'm tired of everything being linked back to Wolverine. Right. It's like in every movie. What this happened? Oh, this is going to affect Wolverine.
Right, I'd love to see that, and that would give Scott some characterization that he needs. Because his dad lives in space.
Yep.
And
they could do a whole thing with that.
I mean, I'd love to see an X-Men movie that's about Jean and Scott, just as a couple.
Yeah. Just
giving them some time to grow and be characters instead of just being foils for Wolverine. Just don't kiss my girlfriend, Wolverine. Don't you kiss her, I'll blast you with my elbows.
He does. They're little...
Jean's all like, you want to kiss me, don't you? And then Wolverine's like, I'm so angsty. I just wrote an X-Men film just now.
Yeah, who am I?
My hands hurt.
Oh.
And that's the X-Men franchise.
Yep, there we go. We just wrote the next 4 movies for him.
You excited for Apocalypse?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely, because...
I like Days. Days of Future Past was good.
Yeah, I did too. I thought that they did a really good job with even the actual going back in time and everything. I was like, this is going to be so cheesy. They did a really good job with it. And how Xavier wanted nothing to do with any of it. I loved it, man.
Mm-hmm. I'd love for them to do... I didn't have anything. I just said I'd love for them to do, and I was thinking... if they do Cable, they could do some stuff with that.
What is it?
Where Cable has all this weird future stuff.
Okay.
Cable, you know who that is? Cable is Scott and Jean's son, who they send to the future to grow up. And he comes back as an old man with a big gun.
Oh my God.
And he's bred by this religion to kill Apocalypse. And then he has a clone named...
Wow.
I don't remember. Just a minute, let me ask Suri.
Alright, she knows.
Suri, what's Cable's clone's name? Oh, damn it. Not Gable. Suri, what is Cable's clone's name?
Checking. Here's what I found on the web for Able Siri. What is Cable's clone's name?
Suri, god damn it.
Able Siri.
No.
Looking.
Just forget it.
You know what?
She doesn't know what she's talking about.
They can look it up.
She's a computer. Don't know who Cable is. She thinks lowercase c Cable. But anyway, he's a big thing. But yeah. That would be fun.
There's a million different stories they could tell other than focusing on the same 8 people. Mm-hmm. It seems to be...
There's a lot of X-Men
There's
out there they haven't done.
An entire universe full of X-Men. That I don't know. Did you see the new trailer where they were in ancient Egypt?
Mm-hmm.
That was a cool. That should have been the first trailer they put out. That should have been the
put out a teaser and then a trailer of just shots, and then it's an actual story trailer, and then a second story trailer, and then the movie comes out. It was here are all the plot points.
Yeah.
So you don't have to go see it. Just watch this trailer.
You want to see all the good stuff in the movie, so you can go watch all the filler.
I mean, that's what's Amazing Spider-Man 2. They kind of effed up on that because it was the whole movie. They're not amazing. Just normal Spider-Man 2 with Doc Ock. When that was coming out,
amazing. Oh,
they were showing everything. And I was just this is the whole movie.
Yeah.
There was nothing that wasn't in the movie in this.
I love how he could drown his son in that movie too. That happens.
Yep.
That happens.
That's all you gotta do.
They just stick it in some water, man.
It's hot. Too hot.
It's too hot.
what it is?
That was close.
Ooh, that almost created a black hole and killed us all. Good thing I put this sun in a lake.
And it seems like every time a bad guy almost dies, he realizes the error of his ways.
Mm-hmm. I
And
think that's just like Hollywood mandate. It's just like villains have to get what's coming to them, or else people won't like it.
exactly, the bad guy can't win. That's why Suicide Squad looks kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
Because you get a bunch of misfits and...
Look way better. I was way more excited for that than Batman vs Superman.
God, it got like I got the worst review. It was worse than something else on Rotten Tomatoes. It was been like the worst movie for a very long time.
Did you see it or no?
No, I haven't seen it yet. I even have like the opportunity to download it. Like I don't even have to pay for it, and I still haven't seen it.
I'd suggest doing that. Don't give him any of your money.
Have you seen the interview where he looks so sad?
Oh, Ben Affleck shouldn't be sad. He was one of the better parts of that movie.
It's good, Batman.
Like Wonder Woman and Batman, pretty good.
I heard
Despite all the.
I heard they just did it to open up for a Justice League movie.
Yeah, they're just in a mad rush to get the Justice League because they're so behind.
They are. We've been waiting for it. They've been promising it for, forever.
Mm-hmm. But I don't even know if I'm going to see it after this. Like, I didn't like Man of Steel.
Yeah.
I definitely didn't like this. And Zack Snyder's directing Justice League. So it's like, fool me once, shame on me, fool me twice. I hate you and I'm not seeing your movies. Yeah.
Moving on.
They had our first looks at Elizabeth Banks as Rita Repulsa.
Oh.
And she looks a lot different than when I was in kindergarten.
Right.
So what'd you think of this new look? She's got like all these links to all these stories are going to be in the show notes below. So if you're like, I don't know what that looks like, you can click on that and give me an iTunes review.
Exactly.
But yeah, she's got like this green looking armor.
It's weird and green and gold.
Mm-hmm.
And the only thing I've put together, and this is just theory because all we have is a picture, but is that you remember when she created Tommy?
Mm-hmm.
Green and gold. I think that's where they're going with it.
Yeah, they're like connecting, like.
Which is cool. I'd love to see that.
Like
I'd
a theme between them.
Yeah.
Like, why did she make a Green Ranger? It's like, because she likes green in this one.
So much backstory.
She's not really repulsive, so I don't know.
At all. I don't get it, dude. And we were watching old Power Rangers. I got a crap ton of VHS. And it was like her, and she was so over the top and flamboyant and everything. But
I'm pretty sure that was just like the Japanese actress, and they just dubbed it. Did
they? I don't know.
You can probably tell just by
I bet if we watched
the lyrics. She doesn't match up at all.
I just thought it was the bad audio.
I'm pretty sure she looks like an Asian lady.
Kinda. What was the other guy's name? The red guy?
Zoldo?
Was that his name?
Lord Zed.
Okay, I could want to say Zoldo.
Zoldo is the dude. Goldo is the Catman.
Oh, okay.
With the wings.
Yes.
Who is gold?
He is gold, which makes sense.
Goldo and Rita Repulsa. What were those other guys' names? No, not Bulk and Skull. The ugly guys?
Those the bullies. The
guy with like the porcumine chin.
And then there's the smart guy. What? Yeah.
I don't remember those guys' name.
I don't either. They're not impressed in my brain here.
I wonder if they'll be in it.
I hope so. It's supposed to be like a gritty, isn't it? Supposed to be like gritty and.
Isn't everything these days?
Yeah, true. What? Tarantino's directing it.
I heard it because Max Landis had written. He like helped secure the rights for that. He's the writer of Chronicle. He wrote American Ultra. He wrote Victor Frankenstein, but
that was all right. He just glossed over that.
Yeah, well, it was okay, but
it was all right.
But he helped secure the rights for Power Rangers, and he had wrote a script, and he was like, he had read a script that has come along later, and he's like, it looks nothing like the script I wrote now. There's been like, because in those big movies, it's like hundreds of different writers.
Oh yeah.
Superhero movies. It's just like you do a rewrite, and then
in different states.
You do a rewrite, and you do a rewrite. So it's like he started, and it went down the chain, and he doesn't like anything like.
It's like the worst game of telephone ever.
Yes.
What is
basically.
this?
And sometimes that works, and sometimes you get Man of Steel.
He's like, Elizabeth Banks? Elizabeth Banks!
And he was saying that like his version of Rita Repulsa was like...
Rosie O'Donnell.
I don't remember. It's like... a mix of like the Alien Queen and something else.
Oh, Jesus.
And that sounds cool, but they won't do that.
No.
I heard a rumor. It's like, or like he shows like excerpts, and I think it was like the Black Ranger was like Kim was the Black Ranger, and someone else was the Pink Ranger.
No, they mixed it up.
And then he's like, someone was trying to get her to switch with them. She's like, but it's pink. I don't want. She's supposed to be like the tough one.
Right. See, I think I'm gonna miss the cartoony slapstick sound effects Power Rangers. I don't know. Show me the suits and
I mean, this is what Rita Repulsa looks like. Yeah. What are the suits gonna look like?
Yeah, show me the suits and the Megazord, and then I'll let you know if it's gonna be good. Because they do like the Megazord kind of like what was that, Pacific Rim? Mm-hmm. Even something like that, like the big robot kind of, dude, that'd be awesome. Have them actually go fight these monsters that Rita's creating with chemicals. It can be, we got enough imagination to make the storylines real. They have armored suits that make them, Iron Man suits basically, that make them fight better. Mm-hmm. It could be cool.
The Power Rangers, the movie, you could totally tell that they weren't just cloth. They were like armored.
Yeah, they were like motorcycle outfits, like Moto X outfits and stuff. I like that one. Have a nice trip. See you next fall. That was good stuff, man.
I remember liking like the frog a lot in that.
Oh yeah,
like the frogs. Like, yeah, it's a frog.
Yeah, dude, man. I don't know. I'm sure it'll do good. Mm-hmm. We'll all go see it.
That's what they do now. They don't put out original ideas. It's just like they're just pumping up nostalgia.
Yep.
Yeah, Hollywood. Buy my screenplay.
X-Men. The Gene and Scott love triangle. Yes. I don't know.
It's just
a romantic comedy.
Just one long sex scene.
Just one long full.
Then at the end, he's just like, ah! Pulls his glasses up. I'm glad I'm doing physical bits on a podcast. All right. That's all the normal props. Now we're going to get into trailer talk. We need to have some little transition music.
Nailed it. I'm going to charge you for that.
Okay. Let's start with Ninja Turtles.
Oh, yes.
Did you like the first TMNT?
I didn't hate it. I didn't think they did like a horrible job. It'd be hard to reimagine something we all hold so dear.
I think they did, and they didn't do a good job.
Really? I don't think it was bad.
I didn't really like it. It felt like Transformers.
Yeah.
But they were turtles.
Kind of.
And they were like huge.
And they were huge.
And they were bulletproof.
They were bulletproof. And it took them a really long time to figure that out.
And in my mind, and in all other interpreters, they're relative size to April.
They used all kinds of shots, and they're still teenagers. They're not even full grown. You're telling me these turtles are going to get bigger?
Yeah. You're going to be like Gamora size.
Oh, I'm not happy with Splinter at all in that movie.
Splinter is my favorite part. I love it when you pin those guys, all four of those guys down, and just like Downey getting them in the face.
Well, I mean, it was okay, but he seemed very, like, none of the plot added up with where he learned from a book. He just like found, first of all, who taught him how to read? Did that just come naturally? He found another book teaching him how to read. Then he learned how to.
He grew up in a laboratory, so maybe.
Oh, he's smart. Yeah.
They grew up in that lab, so maybe.
I thought it was a movie kind of about April O'Neil finding the turtles, not really about the turtles. And the new one looks more about...
This one definitely looks more like an episode of like the old cartoon.
Yeah.
With the Technodrome coming in and Bebop and Rocksteady.
Casey Jones
looked great. There's a real Shredder instead of Iron Shredder.
Yeah, thank gosh. I'm glad that thing died. It was like a Swiss Army knife.
I felt bad because you could tell that wasn't what they wanted to do. They wanted him, that scientist guy, to be in that suit, and they were going to put Shredder in this movie, and then it's like people were like, "You can't have a white guy be Shredder," and they hurried up and changed it.
It was like, okay, we'll make this scarred up Asian guy,
this random Asian guy be Shredder, and then we'll have it a different Shredder. We clone Shredder, and here he is.
See, you could have almost done it though as like this new guy, Shredder, modeled off of the
And
professor.
he says I went to Japan and I met this guy named Shredder, and this is my like homage to him.
Yeah.
But that's what you could tell is what they wanted to do. I liked the suit; it was fun, except for they're trying to say that this is actual Shredder instead of
a guy in a suit.
Yeah.
I liked the Bebop and Rocksteady looked awesome. Mm-hmm. They looked like, I thought out of any of them that they've tried to make, why would you make the Turtles look so, I think this is what happened is we all complain so much, like, we can't go off of anything. They have to look exactly like the cartoon. And I'm happy with it. I haven't heard them talk. They're supposed to be, pretty stupid. Like,
I like that. He's like, "You're a rhinoceros, I'm a little piggy." I like that line.
I think it's a good. I mean, I watched it with the kids, and that's fun. That I can go do that. They didn't make it either just for adults or just for kids. It's got like kind of a family feel to it.
Oh yeah, Megan Fox walking around in a crop top. Those are all family friendly.
I can't get into, dude. Not one time was I like, yeah, she's kind of like April O'Neil.
No, she's not at all.
At nothing. You know who they should have got is the.
I heard Emma Stone would have been good.
Yeah. As the red hair, you didn't even have to do anything, and you don't have the crappy Megan Fox Transformer. Ew, I'm hot, so I don't have to remember my lines kind of thing.
That's what she's there for.
It is. We got 4 gigantic ugly turtles. They could have cast anybody and made her look good. But Emma Stone would have been great because she has like that sarcastic kind of thing that would have worked.
She's fun.
Would have worked good with Michelangelo back and forth.
It makes sense that she's a reporter.
Yeah.
And then there's Megan Fox, and she's here to be
You're
hot.
like, she's not a reporter. She's a cam girl. Don't let her lie.
Might make more money.
Right. The Techno Drone, I'm excited for that.
Mm-hmm.
If they bring in Krang and everything. What's that universe called?
Do you think Baxter Stockman will become a fly guy?
I mean, they wouldn't. I don't think they'd. If they put him in there like that and don't turn him into the fly guy, I'm going to be super upset. Black guy, by the way, I mean.
I think he's been black in other interpretations. I think in the 2004 one he was the black guy.
What movie is that?
Or the TV, I'm sorry, the cartoon, he was the black guy.
Yeah, they do that a lot. They always test it kind of with cartoons because they.
I mean, it doesn't affect his character. I'm in the train of thought that if it doesn't affect their character, you can change their ethnicity. There's like so many white people characters. Like 90% of superheroes are white guys. Yep. And then so if you want to make him a different race and it doesn't affect his character, it's fine. Like I think Captain America should be a blonde-haired, blue-eyed white guy because that's like the Ubermensch and he's fighting Nazis. Yep. But like other people, like Spider-Man, doesn't matter.
Well, like,
he's on a full body stocking.
The internet blew up when Donald Glover was even mentioned. They're like, well, maybe, and they're like, no.
I would have been fine with that.
I would have been totally fine with that. He's like the nerdiest. Dude, have you seen Mystery Team? Mm-hmm. That's it. Could have been good, man.
I would have loved that because it doesn't matter. He's in a full body stocking.
Exactly.
You can't even see that he's Spider-Man.
They're like, nope, we know.
We know.
The South just all rose up and said they weren't having it.
They do.
Yep.
I didn't like that they want to become human. That's their thing.
I saw that. Why? Be proud of who you are. Like, they were and everything else.
They're turtles. They've always been turtles.
And you also, your hand, you still looked like a turtle. It didn't like change.
Right. I didn't like that. I'd like it if they like wanted to fit in. Or they just want to go and like join society or something.
Or just go get a piece of pizza in, normal fashion. But alright, then who's going to stop the foot? You know what I mean? They're like, nope, this is too hard. I want to get a job at State Farm. Is Johnny Knoxville still Leonardo?
I'm not sure. I know he did the voice, didn't he?
Yeah, Leonardo. It was fantastic.
I'm not sure if
it sounded weird.
He might have changed it.
I hope so. I hope not. Because I thought it was good.
I think I sort of took me out of it. I didn't really. He doesn't sound like Michelangelo or Leonardo to me.
Donatello is the only one I thought that kind of sounded like what I thought Donatello should sound like.
I think everybody else I was fine
really
with.
Mikey was way too. I mean, way too. I mean, he was surfer dude, but he could still talk without sounding like he ate 14 pot brownies. You know what I mean? He was so out of it the whole time. It was just. And then Raph, He's
I like
a
Raph.
little too rude, if you ask me. But it was...
He's a rude dude with attitude. Isn't that his catchphrase?
That was his catchphrase. And Michelangelo is a party dude.
He is a party dude. You could tell. He has like turtle shell shell necklaces.
Yeah, he's got a... He doesn't even have that in the new movie. He's got a gold chain now.
Oh.
Yeah, see? They're just ruining
Changing
everything.
genres.
Tugger's like, I ain't going. That's it.
I'm into rap now, guys.
That's what the puka shell necklace, but I ain't going now. I think Krang would be cool.
I think Krang's gonna be cool.
I hope they make it. There was a couple other characters that came over with them, and all the rock soldiers, and all that stuff. So that'd be fun.
All right. Well, let's get into Star Wars.
Pew pew pew.
They had a story, a Star Wars story. That's like, I'm not sure if that's like their new thing, catchphrase for the. They're doing one of these, then like main story, and they're doing like every other year they're changing off.
So that way we get one a year.
For the rest of our lives.
Forever. Hey, dude.
Because you're going to see them, and they're going to make money off of them.
I'm going to see them. I like them. I enjoy them a lot.
What do you think of this one? We have another Death Star, and we have another female lead.
No, this is based in between.
But it's another movie about a space station that destroys planets.
Right, it's not the same Death Star.
Oh, I'm just saying, A Force Awakens was a movie with a female lead about a space station that destroys planets, and then this movie, it's the same thing.
And it's about an actress nobody really... He does that on purpose.
Unknown. That's how Star Wars was.
Exactly. That's what he's trying to stick to.
Unknowns, and then like one person that you kind of know.
They still shoot them on blue screen because it sticks to the story. I like how they're using puppets and stuff still.
But yeah, this does take place between 3 and 4.
Yeah. So it's a prequel.
This is about
technically it's a prequel.
The team that got the plans for the Death Star.
Because they just have those laying around.
Yep.
I think you can go down to your local Chamber of Commerce and get those.
That's how they got them.
They did. 75 cents a copy. It's worth it.
It's too much. Give it to me.
I don't know. Is this going to take away from the new story they're trying to tell?
I think it's adding. It's just like adding to it. Just like this is how they got them. None of the expanded universe counts anymore.
Exactly.
That way, those movies don't count. They already told that story in a book, but it's like it doesn't count.
There it is, and it seems like they can do Disney. I don't know. Disney's weird because I wasn't upset with the new Star Wars. I liked it, but it's got that mouse print on it. You know what I mean? Everything they do does, and it's okay. I think the trailer looked awesome. Some of this new stormtroopers you get to see, like the Imperials and stuff, and who's in the cryo chamber, because you can see like the elite guards or whatever, so you know that the Emperor's there, because that's when they stay around. And who else are we going to see? Everybody says you can hear Darth Vader breathing in it. I can't.
That would be cool if he showed up.
I can't hear it. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
And like that's how they died.
Yeah.
It's like they gave the plans to somebody and then they took it up to that ship and then Darth Vader shows up and you're just like
crunch. More hand things in a podcast.
Yes. That was us waving lightsabers around.
Yeah.
I've heard there's no Jedi in this movie.
No, they're supposed to be. They're bounty hunter kind of mercenaries.
Which is interesting. It's going to be the first Star Wars movie with no Jedi in it.
I know. I think we're still going to see a lot
Except for Caravan of Courage.
We're
the Ewok movies.
The Ewok movies. I have.
Does that confirm Wicket is a Jedi?
Yes, there it is. I have the first one on VHS at home. It's fun. They got all the. I think the Force is still going to be pretty present.
Right.
It seems like I heard they're bringing back a lot of. Because in the old Star Wars, before we got any of the new stuff, people made fan art all the time and a bunch of backstory that they turned into actual canon, kind of. And a lot of these old lightsaber, what they used to look like, you have to actually carry around a pack that had your crystals in it, like batteries. And like some of the old blasters we're going to see, I guess, which is cool. Yeah.
I mean, the crossguard is from old stuff.
Yeah. It looked
Yeah.
cool. I mean,
I like the aesthetic, like the shots that I've seen and the lighting, the whole mood. I wrote it. It feels like a spy movie to me,
it
like sort of James Bondish.
like an ops, like they have to go in and
More of a war movie.
yeah, which I think they should show more
Yeah,
of.
I mean, Force Awakens felt like a war movie, but this feels like more of like we're in a war.
Yeah, like a Schindler's List kind of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, that's basically the story they're telling.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's the Nazis and everybody else. But, I mean, you got to look at Forrest Whitaker.
That's who it was. I couldn't remember
Yeah.
his name. I think he looks really cool as a bounty hunter.
He does.
I'm assuming.
He's got a limp, so everybody thinks he's missing a leg.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe he's a snake person. We haven't seen him below the waist.
He's got a prawn body.
Maybe he's a spider person.
That'd be awesome. That would be awful.
Or maybe he just has tank treads.
Oh, that'd be cool. Just a little.
I wonder if he's like a sniper or something.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I think they did that so that he wouldn't have a lot of fighting and stuff in it, because he is rather old and.
I think you'll be able to like separate yourself, and it's like cause that's sort of why they get unknowns. It's like this is
I believe
this is his character, and that's Force Whitaker pretending to be a bounty hunter.
Like when Mace Windu, when Samuel L. Jackson.
Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah, it was the same. I'm tired of all these rebels in this in this Coliseum. It was. I mean, I'm always up for more Star Wars. So as long as they don't try to make it something that we don't want, or they're trying really hard to make something that we do want.
Mm-hmm.
So as long as they keep on that track and don't start making what they want to make more money, that'll be fine.
I mean, that's all it is to make money.
Oh yeah, dude. Hey, if you had a horse that you just kept kicking and it was pooping out,
It's a golden goose.
oh dude, it's the biggest.
They're gonna keep checking out gold till they ruin the economy.
Oh yeah, because even if they start making bad ones, we're still gonna go watch them. That's just how the world works.
Basically, I've seen bad movies.
I
saw TMNT.
We were just talking, yes.
Yeah, but I bought a ticket to Guardians of the Galaxy.
Did you?
I
I
saw
like that.
TMNT.
I like Guardians of the Galaxy.
I love Guardians. That's why I gave them my money instead of Michael Bay.
It's so funny that you were like, no.
I knew it wasn't going to be good.
I thought Guardians of the Galaxy was really good.
I love Guardians. I'm sorry for
Funny.
Guardians too.
Yeah, that looks. I haven't seen.
They're just shooting it now.
I hate all these things on Facebook where they're talking about all these movies that are coming out in like this day and this day. Because then that's all I can think about is, well, now all this crap that's coming out up to this point doesn't even matter. Like I don't feel like I can get excited about other things now.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, in the world of them trying to make movies out of things we grew up with, which seems to be the calling card of today, I'm happy with the content they're producing.
Mm-hmm. So what Star Wars movie do you want to see? Or it's like if you just like...
If I can see one get made.
J.J. Abrams gonna walk in the room. Come on in, J.J.
No, hello.
Now pitch your Star Wars movie to J.J. Abrams. Just put $100 million down on the table. The table broke.
I wouldn't even know. I've read some books that were from like way future, kind of. It was Han Solo because what's his son's name? Kylo Ren. Mm-hmm. He wasn't bad in the books I was reading. He was a good guy, and then his son was off fighting, and at that point, see, he still had like Leia's midichlorians or whatever you want to call them come in. I'd like to see some of that future stuff where they can go off and tell new stories without involving the Skywalkers or something like that kind of backlore, because then we're getting this, but there's no possibility of getting another episode really, because we know what comes next. So what are these people going to be doing? I'd like something new that we could all get a hold of. I mean,
there's still all this stuff in the Old Republic that we haven't even touched.
Yeah. The Clone Wars, or not Clone Wars,
like way before.
Yeah. Yoda and all that.
There's like a whole series, like the games are all based around it.
Yeah. Those are good. I enjoyed. I don't think I've played one I haven't really liked.
I just loved, since like the original A New Hope was basically an adaptation of The Hidden Fortress, which is a samurai movie.
Yeah.
I'd love for them to do like Seven Samurai as like Seven Jedi.
Oh, that'd be
like adapt or sort of base it around like a samurai story, but with Jedi.
That's basically what they are.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they live.
That's
their life.
why I like A New Hope so much. It's like it really feels like they're samurai.
Yeah.
In a western sort of when they're on Tatooine, like cowboys.
I was
Do
gonna
a
say,
cowboy
yeah.
story.
That'd be cool.
On Jakku or something.
Jakku, yeah, like a small town, and yeah, why not?
Or do Tarzan.
Tarzan.
Go to a jungle planet and you
There
find
you
a
go.
little jungle boy. Take him to Coruscant.
Find out his metachlorians are through the roof, and he can talk to animals.
That's how the Emperor was born.
That's how the Emperor was born. / Dr. Doolittle.
Yes. Is that Dr. Doolittle?
Did we just tell? That's what it should be. And it's Eddie Murphy, and he's
All right, our last trailer for the day. We're almost out of time. Doctor Strange. It wasn't that much. A little teasy poo. What'd you think of it?
I thought
you said before we started you
didn't watch much.
Don't know much about Doctor Strange.
Never saw the cartoon or the comics much.
Mm-hmm.
I think as you look at the character and then you look at Benjamin Cumberbatch, he looks they couldn't have cast anybody better. This story looks good. It looks kind of like Inception.
That's true. He's like warping reality.
It seems a lot of Inception-y, but that's a cool effect, and we haven't really seen that in anything else, especially in a superhero movie, kind of used like that.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks good. I'm glad to finally find something I don't know a lot about that I can go watch. That'll be cool.
Mm-hmm. That's sort of what I had jotted down. It looks Inception-y. You say warping reality. I've heard it's supposed to be a lot about different dimensions and he had his astral form when
he pushed out and he was
the ancient one popped him out of his body.
That looked cool.
What did you think of his American accent? Do you think he's pulling it off?
Well, from what we've seen in the trailer, kind of. But I'd like to see him in a long...
Would you rather him just be English?
Why not?
I don't think it affects his character.
Exactly. It's just like the ethnicity thing you're saying. As long as it doesn't interfere with who he is. As long as it doesn't come in like, "Oi, 10 crumpets it is then."
I'd like that, Doctor Strange.
Exactly.
Oi!
That's what I want. That's why I'd pay money to see that. On our way to the cricket match we are.
Tilda Swinton. That's sort of something I had an issue with. Tilda Swinton is the ancient one, and who's supposed to be like an Asian man, and they turn into a white woman.
Really, like an old Asian man?
Mm-hmm.
Aw.
Sort of whitewashing isn't fun, but
Well, they do that with everything, though.
there's a big controversy about Ghost in a Shell. Did you hear about that?
Yes, and it wouldn't be that. You could just all kinds of.
Scarlett Johansson was cast as the lead in that, and she is not an Asian lady
At all. There's so many
they're
Asian
very upset about it.
women out there that they could have got. You know what I mean? Because it's a character that we're all gonna associate with. I know I watched the crap out of it, and if they mess it up, I was like, well, you guys gotta stop making anime movies. Because I mean, Attack on Titan is supposed to be fantastic. It looks unbelievably good, but who knows?
But that was yellow washing. Well, I'm not sure if I can say
That's
that.
the key. Say that.
Because those characters are supposed to be European.
Exactly. They're all.
But that was a movie made for Japanese people.
Yeah.
So I can understand, like,
But then
this is for Japanese culture. It was
So it's okay if they do
supposed
it,
to come over here.
I don't know. I think that as long as it doesn't affect the role, it's okay with me.
Yeah, there's this whole thing. It's like that's how the industry works now. It's just like you need big names to get the movie made.
Yeah. Unless it's a Star Wars movie.
The whole funding thing is like they have to go to investors and be like, "Here's my movie. This is who's in it."
Exactly. They're like, I don't know, Ryan Reynolds.
It's like this is Ghost in the Shell. It's based on a popular anime. And Scarlett Johansson's in it. It's like, oh, Scarlett Johansson. I know who that is. Take all my money.
Yeah, put them butts in the seats.
But if you say, here's this person, here's that one girl from Pacific Rim.
Yeah. Oh no, that'd be the worst.
But
I don't know. I can see how there's a lot of
that's
dialogue.
the only Asian actress I can think of.
There's a lot of dialogue with that movie if they're gonna make it right.
And I heard that did you hear they were trying to do special effects to make her look Asian? That's the problem.
Yellow face?
That's what they think the problem is that she doesn't look Asian. That's not the problem.
We'll fix it. Can we tape her eyes back? How do we do this? Just hire somebody to stand like that.
Someone in a full body green screen just standing behind her.
And everybody's like, wow, she did a fantastic Asian.
Yes, that's the problem.
They're going to fix it. Oh, man.
Yeah, I'm excited for Doctor Strange. Hopefully, I've heard that this is going to be their version of a horror movie.
That'd be cool.
Alright. I mean, that sounds cool, but, like, I don't know how well that would work. Because it's still going to be a Marvel movie.
Any kind of change of pace, though, because I think we're so stuck in this. Ever since Spider-Man was made, everything has to be made like Spider-Man. Mm-hmm. And I think if anything we can get to...
I think since Iron Man, all these movies sort of have to be like that.
Thor and all that.
They've all sort of action-y with a little bit of humor.
Yep.
I think that's been... Guardians was, I think, the first that sort of broke that up. And then Winter Soldier really broke that up. It's very... It's basically a political thriller.
That was an awesome
That's what
movie.
Civil War was supposed to be. And even Ant-Man was felt like a heist movie. So if they're going down I think that's what the genre needs at this point is...
Mix it up.
Superhero. This is a movie with superheroes, but it's really a horror movie. It's really a...
romantic comedy.
Yeah.
That could be cool. Suspense thriller.
They were saying that Spider-Man Homecoming is supposed to be like a John Hughes movie with Spider-Man in it.
Which could turn out to be amazing.
Mm-hmm, definitely.
Fingers crossed.
Yep. Well, we're about an hour in. This is the part where you take off your clothes. And
I turn the camera. Thanks for having me, man.
Yep. Well, thanks for dropping by. Do you have any social media you want to plug? Or you're not into that?
I'm not really into that. On Facebook. Just...
Oh.
Nope. Can't do that one.
He is on Facebook.
I am on Facebook.
If you want to friend him...
Yep.
I give you permission to do that. I am also on social media, but I have an outro for that.
He's got it. This is professional around here.
You know me. Just make sure to... I have an outro. I'm not going to do this.
Yeah, whatever.
I've already pre-recorded this. That's why I did it. Because I always forget all the things I need to say, and that's why I pre-recorded
That's perfect, though.
Alright, thanks for listening.
Yep. See you guys later.
Nick, thanks for being here.
Yeah, anytime.
Alright, seriously, take your pants off.
Alright, okay.
Thank you for listening to The Beverage Podcast. The Beverage Podcast is available on Libsyn at thebeveragepodcast.libsyn.com. It is also available on iTunes and the Beverage YouTube channel. You can also like us on Facebook, The Beverage Podcast. We also have Twitters. My Twitter is The Beverage, and Marcus's is The Mook86. We also have a WordPress, which is linked on our Facebook page. I don't know what it is, because I don't have it written down on my paper. Thanks for listening. See you next time.